Hey guys, what's up? It's Angelina and welcome back to my channel. So today I am barefaced because we're going to be testing out a new base product. I did do my eyeshadow because honestly, makeup is supposed to be fun. I'm tired of the clean girl makeup. So this is actually the bronze palette. I used to use this all the time, especially in the fall because it just is perfect. I feel like warm tones go really well with my skin tone, but this is just a favorite of mine. This is actually a really good palette, especially for the upcoming fall months. So I'm definitely going to try to get more into my palettes because again, I'm over it. I think summer is really good for clean girl makeup. And today for base, we're going to actually be using a new product. So I actually got this in PR. This is the Jones Road Just Enough Tinted Moisturizer. So it comes in 16 different shades, which is really good. It says to apply directly to your face, avoiding the eyes. You could use your fingers or a brush. It's saying that you could use their face pencil, which is kind of like a concealer, on the stubborn dark spots or extra redness. So I'm assuming this is going to be more lightweight. The Just Enough is a lightweight tinted moisturizer that conceals redness and evens out skin tone with light coverage. The result is skin that still looks natural, throw it on before running errands or a busy day on the go. Plus, it's proven to hydrate and protect the skin from dryness, so your skin feels as good as it looks. 16 shades. I ended up getting the shade medium, which medium is medium with yellow undertones. I think medium honey would have been good as well, but they sent over medium, so let's just do that. What it looks like, typical Jones Road packaging. I actually love a lot of Jones Road products. On my channel, I do have a Jones Road demo and review for the What the Foundation, which is actually really popular, and that's the one that's in the jar, so you can check that out. Don't remember when I filmed that, but it couldn't have been too long ago. I think it was last year. I feel like I always need the clips because my hair is just in my face most of the time. Let's get into it. I haven't tested this out yet and I want to see. I really do like a tinted moisturizer for every day. Today the skin is actually not as bad as it was in my previous video. I changed up my skincare routine. I added some new products. I basically got rid of everything I was using, started over, except for like a couple products, and so far, I think my skin is actually looking pretty decent. I am acne prone, so, this is decent for me. I do have, a lot of congestion, especially the center of the face. Apply some on the back of the hand. This looks like it might be a little light for me, but we're gonna try to make that work. I think that was pretty easy. It's a little bit too light for me, but I actually think, I don't know, I think it actually looks pretty decent. So this is with, and this is without. I actually think it did a really good job at evening out my skin tone, and I think it still covered a decent amount of redness and hyperpigmentation, but it definitely looks really, really natural, which I like. I basically have been squeezing a little bit and saturating the brush. I feel like that is probably how I would do it. Because it is so lightweight, it actually doesn't feel like anything on the skin, which I like. It honestly doesn't feel heavy, and it kind of feels more like a moisturizer than a foundation. That looks really good. Just from what I can see, I mean, definitely one shade down would have been better. I would say the shade medium honey, just because I do have a tan because it is summer, so did not take that into account. But I think this would be a good winter shade for me. I think it covered for the most part. I mean, you guys can see it looks very natural and healthy. I think that if you have dry skin, you would love this. It definitely, I would say, is more like light to medium coverage, but I do like that they marketed it that way. I like that they marketed it that way so that this is just kind of a light base for every day, and then if you want more coverage, you can just spot conceal. Just gonna make sure I get it into my hairline. I wish I could have covered this darkness a little bit more, but I feel like that's like enough product, I don't want to keep going in with product. but this is the after. Okay, let's do the rest of the makeup and chit chat, so let's get into it. Okay, I'm gonna use my Hourglass concealer today just because I love this concealer. It's actually a favorite of mine. Like, what can I say? Can't really get me to use anything else these days. That's not true. I do use the other one that I showed you guys, Valentino. I love that one too. So I've really been rotating between this one and the Valentino one. Amazing. I've been really trying to focus on my beauty channel and my main channel, and I feel like, as of recent, I've been really consistent as I can be with, being in nursing school full time and kind of doing that whole thing. But it's been going really well, and I actually just got a really big opportunity. Really put time and effort into something, and you really like what you're doing, it makes all the difference. I feel like these days people just want like instant gratification. I think that they just want to do social media so they can get paid, and it's like that's actually not how this works. Like, sorry to break it to you, but some people work for months and months and months with no penny in sight, and this is just not the place for that. That made all the difference. I just needed to like brighten this up a bit. I don't know if I want to spot conceal because I kind of am loving the light coverage. I haven't like shown you guys this product in a while, but I use it all the time. It is my NARS concealer. I have it in the shade medium 1.5 macadamia. I think I need to go one shade down, but it's like when I was, using the testers, I feel like they oxidize because the testers are just out in the open. So I really didn't know my shade and I thought that this was my shade, but it is a little too light for me. I still use it to spot conceal. I just think one shade down would have been better. So I just wanted to bring it up because it is actually a favorite of mine. I'm gonna take some on the brush and just kind of get in this area. I have a lot of pigmentation here and really just on these spots that I feel like are a little red and kind of, you know, they would lose coverage pretty easily. So I have a lot of exciting things going on behind the scenes, and if you guys follow me on the vlog channel, you definitely will be seeing that in the next couple of months. But it is just insane how quickly things can change, and I'm not the biggest fan of change, to be honest, unless it's change that I want and that I planned. But I will say I've been really open to the idea of change more and more, and I'm trying to do my best with that because I feel like the older I get, the more things change so quickly, and I think adaptability is just really important in life. So it's a skill that I'm really just trying to I'm trying to adapt. It's a skill that I'm trying to, really practice and be better at. And I have been going to therapy, so we have been talking a lot about things that I like, things that I don't like, what I feel like I want to work on, and it's been really good. I've been trying to be really consistent. I think that's a big thing for me. I think this year, honestly, the theme of 2025 for me was consistency. If you can't be consistent, bye. Even consistency for me, like I, said I was going to go to the gym a certain amount of days, and I did that since January. Consistency with school, when I had work, just consistency with everything. And I feel like I've really stuck it out this year. And the fact that we're more than halfway done with this year, and I feel like that really is the theme, and that's really what I tried to stick with as much as I can. It wasn't easy. This is from Benefit. This is the Hula Wave bronzer. I have it in the shade medium. They actually sent it to me, and I used it for the first time when I was in Atlanta for a partnership. When I was in Atlanta for clinical. And I used it a lot when I was in Atlanta, but I feel like I haven't touched it that much since I've been back. It's a really good formula. It's actually not as liquid as other bronzers. It's kind of more powdery, if that makes sense. So yes, consistency has been the theme for me. I am actually doing 75 hard right now. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically, I would say it's like a fitness thing, but I feel like it's really about mental strength, and it's about committing to 75 days of working out every day. It's technically supposed to be two workouts a day, one indoor, one outdoor. committing to a certain diet, drinking a certain amount of water. I think it's like 1 gallon or something, but you can adjust it to how you want. Oh, no alcohol. I'm like, I know I'm missing something. So I've been doing that. It's honestly been going really well. I've been working out every day, even on days when my schedule is really long. So for example, on Tuesdays, I technically like I don't get out of class until 7. So obviously, and I start my day on Tuesdays at 9. So for me, it's like, 9 to 7 if I'm booked and busy all day. When am I going to work out? But I've been doing 5 a.m. mornings and it's changed everything because it's really allowed me to be consistent. Okay, so this is more of like a natural kind of bronzer on me. I think it definitely does the job. I want to dive into a different blush today because I feel like I show you guys the same product. So this is the Kaja blush in the shade Cranberry Cooler. This is a dewy bar, and I actually do really like these. Sometimes the house gets hot and my makeup gets melty. I actually really like this color. I feel like it's a really nice burnt kind of coral color. I know people that are my skin tone, they really love a good coral blush, and I definitely agree. Like, I feel like it looks really good on some people. I just don't love a straight up coral blush on me. I don't know why. I just can't get past using pink blushes. So, colors like this that are a little bit more deep and kind of more of like a burnt color, I feel like I like and I feel like I actually do use. Now let's actually set the face. Didn't really love this when I first tried it. I feel like for some reason it looked really dry on my skin and I couldn't figure out why. But I am giving it another chance. So I'm giving it another go. We'll see. I've been using it for the past, I don't know, like 2, 3 times I've been doing my makeup, and so far so good. I focus under the eyes and then I just bring it down to the rest of the face. Okay, so I don't know if it's the tinted moisturizer or the powder, but I feel like after I set that, it kind of like rubbed off certain parts of the makeup. Like for example, like my nose, I feel like this whole area, like the coverage that I had is kind of gone. It's there, but it's like not as covered. Like I have a little spot up here you can see again, and the redness here. So I don't like that. I don't know if the tinted moisturizer moved around when I was setting it, or if it's the powder that just kind of messed everything up. I think this is more of a finny. I think this is more of a finny. I think this is more of a finicky product. Thought I was having a stroke. And because it's so finicky, I feel like it is, I don't know, it's almost like a little weird to me how it kind of was covering things and then I went to set it and I feel like it kind of moved around a little bit too much than I would have hoped. Probably wouldn't set the whole face because I feel like sometimes when I wear tinted moisturizers, I really don't. But I wanted to set the face because I wanted to see how everything would work together. And I mean, it looks really good. I just think in the future, I probably wouldn't set it down as much. I'm gonna use this. I don't know if it's still available. This is the lipstick in the shade Dreamboat. It's from Buxom. I refuse to get rid of things just because they're discontinued, especially if it's something that I actually use. Like, I'm not getting rid of a perfectly good lipstick. Okay, so this is from Laura Mercier. This is actually the Matte Radiance Baked Powder, and I do really like this because it's essentially a baked powder. So it's kind of like a baked powder highlight, if that makes sense. But what I like about it is it's not super intense the way a highlighter is, and it's baked. So if you have textured skin, it kind of gives more of this smooth appearance, and I kind of use it sparingly. The face was giving flat, and I don't I don't love that. I especially like this for the nose. Let me know what you guys think of the Jones Road Tinted Moisturizer, but I do really like it. I actually think that it paired really nicely with everything we used. Now, I'm not sure if the dryness that I'm seeing and feeling, if that's coming from the tinted moisturizer or if that's coming from the one size powder, because I told you guys that I had issues with this kind of making things look more dry. I was using it this week and I didn't notice that, so I have no idea, but we're just gonna have to see. And obviously it's like flat right now, but as I wear it, my own oils are gonna peek through, and I feel like this might be something that will look better as I wear it. So I just kind of want to give it the benefit of the doubt right now. But I'm gonna zoom you so you can see. And this camera is very unforgiving, so you guys will be able to see every little pore, crevice, and detail that you want to. Is it going to be my favorite tinted moisturizer? I am not sure because I have quite a few that I really like, but I don't think this is bad by any means. I think it blended in really well. I'm not seeing any major issues just besides a little bit of dryness.